I'm out here in the garden harvesting these garlic scapes, and we're just going to go ahead and harvest these. These are on hardneck garlic, and after we get them harvested, we'll take them inside and we will make some garlic powder with them. And what I'm doing is I'm just snapping these right where the leaf splits. Okay, we got these garlic scapes picked. We brought them in the house. So we grow two different varieties of garlic, the hard neck and the soft neck. We use the hard neck for making garlic powder out of the scapes, and then the soft neck, that's what we use for fresh eating because it seems to have a longer shelf life. This is a food dehydrator, and dehydrating is one of the best methods of preservation for lots of different things. And this is how we preserve our garlic to turn it into the garlic powder. Obviously the powder has to be dry, so what we do is we dry it first. Just so you guys don't know, we don't usually use a dehydrator to do this. We're just doing this for YouTube purposes. We normally would just hang these to dry. So if you do not have a food dehydrator, that is perfectly fine. All I was saying earlier was that having a food dehydrator is nice for lots of different stuff as far as preserving food. But if you don't have one and you want to preserve some garlic scapes and make garlic powder, then you can definitely do it without the use of a food dehydrator. And we're just going to put these on the trays. You can't really fit a lot on the tray without overlapping, but we're going to try to do that. We're going to try to keep them kind of separate from each other so that they'll dry quicker. And there's only a certain amount of space in the dehydrator for trays. So we're going to try to keep enough space in there so that everything dries quicker. All right, we got our trays all filled, and you see how this is hooked like this? When your scapes are hooked, that's when you want to harvest them. All right, we've got this set, it's going. We really like this dehydrator. We've had it for 3 or 4 years. I really enjoy dried fruit, and so we've done a lot of dried fruit on that. And then also when we go foraging, we try to eat as many fresh mushrooms as we can after we go foraging, but you can only get so many of them eaten until they start to turn on you. So you'll want to preserve them, and how we normally preserve our mushrooms is like this. So here are some boletes that we have preserved. And then here are some morels that we have dried. And we currently have a pretty good amount of both. I think we're at 3, we have 3 half-gallon jars of the dried morels right now. And we are just down to our last half-gallon jar of boletes. So anyways, we'll just leave this and we'll let it dry and we'll come back to it here in a little bit. Okay, we got the garlic scapes dried. Got them right here. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put these in the Vitamix and grind them up. You can use a mortar and pestle, or if you don't have a Vitamix, you could use a blender. Or you can use some other brand of blender, whatever you got. So we're just going to break these up, and you want them to be dry enough that they snap like that. Okay, that's pretty full blender there. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, you can see that is nice and powdered, very fine powder. And we're just gonna put this, where are we gonna put this? Back in the jar?
In the garlic jar.
In the what? Garlic jar? Okay, this is a little bit more than what would fit in this. This is a half pint.
Yeah, it's more than that?
Yeah.
Can I take a look at this before we...
Yeah. So we've got a half pint full. Let's see how much more we can get out of this. We got about a cup and a half of garlic powder out of roughly about somewhere around 30 scapes. And so we got a garlic powder. Now I'm going to take you out to the garden. I'm just going to show you, we harvested the garlic, and I'll show you kind of what we're doing to dry it. All right, go out to the garden. We haven't shown you guys the garden really that much this year. So I'll just kind of, we'll go out here. You'll see this area right here. This is that mulch that we're working on, extending this area so that we can extend our berry patch. So that's what's going on there. And the garlic, we've got drying rack here. Nothing fancy, we just had some old garden fencing panels, and we went ahead and harvested the garlic, and we've got it drying here. And these cloves are going to sit here and dry until everything's cured, and then we will use this garlic for preserving pickles and all sorts of other stuff, fresh eating, whatever we want. It's already been such a busy year. We just haven't had time to share everything with you guys, but it's been a while since I've done a video, and I wanted to show how we make our own garlic powder. We've got berries coming off. I'll probably have a video coming up soon, picking blackberries and raspberries, black caps, and I'll try to offer some useful information to you guys. I hope your summer is as busy as mine, and we'll see you on the next one.